Hey, this is Nem with Disket. We are so super excited. We're shooting season 13 of Cooking on the Disket. We've got Panange Red Curry, cooked by Chef Daren Ritter, all the way from Australia. So don't you dare go away. Disket. Welcome back. So here we are again. We're shooting season 13 of Cooking on the Disket, and we got our awesome guest chef, Chef Daren Ritter. Did I say it right?
Yeah, you got it right. Close enough.
I got close enough. So now we've had the pleasure of having him at a couple different home shows where he's been able to show off his culinary skills, showed us some really different things we never heard of. So we're going to break it out, bring Chef Daren Ritter, all the way from Australia, shooting back here in New Mexico, sharing this episode with you all over the world. So you guys want to take notes, print out the recipe on this one, and also don't forget you can subscribe to our YouTube channel if you're watching on Facebook or on our website. There's a lot of ways you can go and sign up for our emails and get more recipes. But with that aside, we're going to turn the disket over to the chef from Australia, from down under.
Down under, close enough, mate.
Thank you,
Right,
mate.
before I start cooking, we're going to go through a few of the choice ingredients which I managed to find here in New Mexico. It's a push, but you look hard enough, you can find anything. So we have Nevin's favorite
Galangal.
here.
Galangal. Did I say it right?
Well done. for the last, we've had gungada, gala gala. You know, he sounds like a native Australian. You know. But
so what is it though? Tell everybody what that is.
It's a wild ginger. It's very, very hard. You got to buy it fresh or frozen. Really sharp knife to cut. A little goes a long way with this one. If you don't want to spend the time chopping it hard, you leave it in bigger pieces to make soups and sauces and things. So aside from the galangal, we have what I call the holy trinity of Thai cooking and Malaysian cooking. In here I have kaffir lime leaf, Thai chili, which are these little, I can't swear, so these little bad boys. They're hot. They're
What kind
pretty
of
good.
chili is it called?
It's called a Thai bird chili.
Thai bird chili.
Bird chili, yep.
Mate.
Bird's beak.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And unlike New Mexican chili, when they're smaller, they're actually hotter.
Okay.
Yeah. So
don't eat the whole thing like that.
No. These are your snake beans. Snake beans are generally about this long. I pre-cut them because I wanted to save a little time. Then we have our specialty herbs. In here is a Thai basil. And we have our curry leaves. That's your favorite.
I like these ones.
This is one he wants to grow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Okay. Something new for you today too.
Okay. Galangal?
No, not galangal. This is kailan. Kailan is like a Chinese broccoli. It's woody, it's tasty. This one on itself, stir fry, sesame oil, ginger, garlic, hit it with some oyster
It
sauce.
tastes like broccoli.
I know, but people know it as Chinese broccoli.
Chinese broccoli.
Yeah. Okay.
What's it called again?
Kailan.
Kailan.
Yep.
We'll have the recipe on the website.
Okay, so we're just going to get a nice hot disket. So it's good. And I'm using some.
You want to back on?
Yeah, please. So you want to get nice and hot. Basically like cooking any stir fry. You start with a hot wok, cold oil.
Why?
Okay. Now we start with our aromatics, or the trinity.
That's only a little bit. And what are we actually making? It's a Thai. What are you making here today?
Making a Panange Red Curry. Penang's part of Thailand, off the coast. One of my favorite holiday destinations.
Nice.
Yeah.
I've been there.
This.
That's got some spicy smell in there.
Oh yeah.
Little chilies in there?
That's just those 3 little chilies I chopped up.
Really?
Yeah.
Onions?
Hit our onions in there. Basically, we build our flavors from the ground up. So you start with your ginger, your garlic, your galangal, your chili, kaffir lime leaf, and lemongrass.
Is there galangal in there already?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I thought you gotta cut it up.
No,
Hey, you cheated.
I cheated today.
Now you don't use hardly any oil at all, do you?
Barely any oil. Later on, this one, like the previous times I've cooked for you on the demonstrations, we've done high mountain. So high mountain is no coconut.
Oh, okay.
The high mountains, it's very humid.
And you're talking about high mountain, you're talking about Thailand.
Thailand, Burma, Sumatra, top end of Penang, all that sort of area. The mountains don't sustain coconut. It's the coastal regions which do.
Okay.
So last time show I cooked the jungle curry. So this is similar to the jungle curry. Actually, no, we'll go with our chicken now. So here I've got about 2 pounds of skinless, boneless breast.
Okay.
Usually I like to use thigh meat because thigh meat cooks a lot tenderer.
What kind of meat?
Thigh, chicken thigh.
Oh, thigh meat.
Come on, Australian's not that bad. Come on.
And you doesn't call it a spatula. A spatula calls it a
No,
shovel.
this is a shovel. It's good.
It's an Australian thing?
No,
The chef thing.
that's a chef thing. It's definitely an Asian thing. So,
Uh-oh.
oops. So now we're starting to get our flavors. And it's looking a bit dry.
Okay.
That's fine because we're not going to be dry for very long. Like I said, because we're adding,
What is that?
that is the eggplant. It's an Indian eggplant. Malaysia has, and especially Thailand, has been,
That's a smaller. That's a smaller.
they're about that big.
It's a Malaysian eggplant? Or
Indian.
Indian.
Malaysia has been occupied by, well, especially Penang, Japanese, Indian, Chinese, the British. You know, everyone basically who wanted a stepping stone to get towards the South Pacific.
Really?
So when,
History too.
yeah, well, they loved it as a spot because when Japan tried to invade Australia and the South Pacific in the war, they were brought back. They were held off from that area. Okay, they can go last. Now this is a Panange Red Curry paste.
And you can buy that.
You just buy it. If you live in the tropic area and you can find the ingredients, you can make it yourself. But yeah, this one is Panange Red Curry paste. I can't pronounce the brand name.
You want me to try?
Yeah, go for it. I'm up for.
To get going.
I'm up for a good laugh. Come on.
I think it's a boing.
That sounds good. Sounds good.
I don't know.
Now-
Now this stuff stinks. So when he first came on the cooking show we were doing about 2 years ago, I think it was, maybe a year ago. He's going through this, talking about, yeah, you can put this stuff on there. It's a fish sauce, right?
Yeah.
So he's explaining, yeah, this stuff really stinks when you're cooking, but once it cooks into it, it tastes really, really good. So he added this, and he's talking to the crowd. So as he added that, I went and took a big old sniff of it. He's right. That stuff stinks.
It sort of smells like fishy old feet, but tastes really, really good.
Now this one's a
So-
squid brand.
This is a squid brand fish sauce. That'll do. 'Cause
How
I
do you
don't want
come up
everyone.
with something that smells so bad but tastes so good? Hey, this stinks. Let's try it.
It's funny. He says it stinks, and the fish brand. I could have gone with what they call balanchan, which is the dry shrimp paste.
Is it worse?
It's like that on steroids.
Ooh, don't bring it.
No, no. It's, you see a lot of Asian families have two kitchens, one inside, one outside.
Yeah.
When they're doing stuff with balanchan, it's the kitchen outside they use. So that way their
So I
house
can't go
don't
in the other
smell
kitchen
so
for a
bad.
while.
Now,
Alright.
how comes the liquid? It's using coconut cream,
Okay.
and we're going to go with 2 cans.
We're using all kinds of different stuff today.
Yeah, well, today I get to play. We have a little more time. So that brings the sweet aspect.
You can smell the sweet. And it
yeah.
covered up the fish sauce too.
Yeah. So with a lot of Indonesian, Malaysian, and Thai cooking, Burmese, Nonya cooking, which is high mountain cooking, there's a mixture of hot, sour, salty, sweet.
Okay.
So they hit all areas of your tongue, of the taste bud. Give that a mix in. We're starting to get our red come through.
That's why you said earlier that if it was looking dry, not to worry.
Yes, sir.
Definitely not now.
And the coconut, with the oil from the coconut cream, it actually gives a good vessel of the flavors to spread through. So every mouthful's scrumptious.
So who'd ever thought that an Australian be cooking on a disc and in New Mexico making a Thailand dish?
Malaysian, but close.
Malaysian.
Well, the biggest thing I get asked by my co-workers, being a sushi chef at the moment, what does a white guy know about Chinese food? Come on, everything. Okay, we're going to give that a little bit of a time. We'll go in with our kailan.
And that's the Chinese broccoli.
The Chinese broccoli. The leaves are good. The stems need a little bit more time because it's woody.
Okay.
So,
That's going to be beautiful, that's for sure.
well, food's not only doesn't have to taste good, it's got to look good.
There you go.
If it doesn't look good, straight away people don't think it tastes good. Which is why when you go to boarding school for 4 years, you don't eat much. Because it really don't taste good.
It doesn't look good or taste good, huh?
Nope. Actually, the best food we had at boarding school is when I did home ec.
Oh yeah?
Yep, I got to cook.
That looks good.
So now we've still got our heat.
So do you use any of those onions on this one? Those
Which
dirty-
onions?
the-
Oh, you've been looking at my
yeah, I'm like
my little mix here.
Yeah.
I introduced you to it. We don't have
This
Cerveza
is a little
handy,
different,
but
isn't it?
it's the same one, just different brand. This is a mixture of red onion and white onion cooked, so it's going to have a little bit of a sweeter end to it. But that's what we're going to use to garnish at the top with. So that way, when
That's
everything cooks down, it gives you the crunch and.
So there's a brand that's the Durkee onions. Usually put in our
Green
bean
bean casserole.
that stuff been hooked on. Very good product. But Daren hooked me up with this stuff. It's an Asian fried onions. That stuff's good. Goes good with a beer too, just like that.
Yeah.
So all you've got is the last thing we added was the Chinese broccoli.
Yes.
And you're letting it like simmer
Just
because
let
it's
it
woody.
simmer a bit because the stalks are a little woody. The eggplant needs a little time to cook. So it's starting to go from white to a browny color.
Is that absorbing all the
It's absorbing
coconut and all
the
that?
flavors. It's absorbing the coconut. Basically, when you add things like eggplant to this, it's a filler.
The eggplant's a filler?
The eggplant's a filler. It
Okay.
sops up some of the sauce. They don't eat tortillas. They don't eat bread.
Why not?
It's Malaysia, dude.
We need to do a tortilla recipe for the Malaysians.
I was actually thinking of doing a chicken chicharron banh mi.
Oh, chicken, what?
Chicken chicharrones banh mi.
What's banh mi?
Banh mi is it's a Vietnamese steam bun, cut in half, and you pack it in with Vietnamese coleslaw and
We're gonna learn all
everything.
kinds of stuff on this thing with you, man.
Yeah. Well, my fascination for Asian food came as an apprentice,
Yeah.
because back then, because I'm really old.
Yeah, really old.
I am. I'm older than I look. You earn $2.20 an hour as an
Okay.
apprentice chef. That's it. So from there, I wasn't living at home, so I had to pay rent, board, had to buy food, still had to travel to and from work. So I met some Asian people at the grocers, and they showed me how I could feed myself for a week for $15
Wow.
on noodles, fresh vegetables. Fresh veggies for me is where it's at. You know,
Yeah. And what's this? Oh, those are the snake
these
beans.
are the snake beans.
Snake beans.
Yeah.
Something.
But being growing up where I did as well, in a mining town, we didn't have access to a lot of fresh vegetables. So a lot of it was frozen.
It's almost like an asparagus.
Almost.
I guess I was thinking like a green bean or something, but probably closer to asparagus than a green bean.
Yeah.
It's good.
Thing I like, when you do this, you can use coconut milk if you want to be a little more fat friendly, but you don't get the richness, you don't get the thickness. You have to thicken with a little cornstarch.
So it's coconut cream instead of
Coconut
milk.
cream instead of coconut milk, which is why I haven't had to add anything, and we're getting a nice color.
Nice.
Now I have
Lemongrass.
no lemongrass is in the Trinity.
Oh, you already did that.
Yeah, already chopped that. It's okay. Here we have 2 red peppers, 1 green bell pepper, and green onions.
Nice.
So
Yeah, colors.
this is where your colors
really
come
good.
from. Of course,
And
snow
more
peas.
Snow peas?
Snow peas. Snap peas are rounded. Snow peas are flat.
They taste the same?
No.
Those are good though.
Very good. Snap peas, when using in Chinese cooking, is good. Malaysian cooking, it adds a little too much sweetness.
They are sweet, huh?
Yeah.
And these are snow peas.
Yes. Or as the French call them, mange tui. Snow peas sound
What'd you
better,
call
huh? Yeah, exactly. Mange tui.
Mange tui.
Sounds like a disease a dog gets. But
And this?
but this is our curry leaf and our mint. So your mission, if you choose to accept
I
it,
love that.
is to grow me some curry leaf so I don't have to keep buying it.
I'd love to.
And lemongrass.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Alrighty.
Man, that looks beautiful.
Well,
And you got, how long did it take to prep everything?
to prep everything, if you're me, about 7 minutes.
If you're me. No, don't go there.
15 to 20 if you keep your fingers.
If you keep your fingers. Well, yeah, with the knives that you have, these things are
What?
super sharp.
They have to be. You know, it actually hurts more to cut yourself with a blunt knife than a sharp knife.
Yep.
And stitches heal better when you cut yourself with a sharp knife because it's not jagged.
Hey, you don't know nothing about that, do you? So now, how long are we going to cook this for?
We're done.
That's it.
That's it.
Nice. We're going to try.
Definitely. This is why we have a shovel, because it's
Shovel.
easy to cook with. But what we're going to do is we're going to hook you up.
Nice. You got a rice cooker back there. Let me get a fork real quick. Nice. It's already all set. Never mind.
One we prepared earlier.
Actually, let's put it on this one. No, that's right. That's all right. That's good.
We'll play the good one.
We'll try
Your
it
fighting
first.
utensil. We're using a Thai jasmine rice because
Wow,
hey,
look how pretty that is. Nice.
there you are, sir.
All right, so what's it called again? Hook it up with the camera.
This is a Panange Red Curry.
Panange Red Curry.
Yep.
Cooked on the disc with all kinds of cool stuff.
All kinds of cool
Written
stuff.
recipe. If you guys aren't watching this on our website, if you're watching us through YouTube or Facebook or one of the other video locations, go to the website because this written recipe will be published on there. Show you how Chef Daren Ritter did this. Panange
Red Curry.
Red Curry, cooked on the disket. Cooking
Yes, sir.
outdoors has never been better. Mmm. Man.
Does that taste all right?
No.
Poison?
Poison.
Alrighty.
You can cook anything on a disket.
Yep.
Thank you.
Always a
Appreciate
pleasure.
the education.
Always a
and the
pleasure.
culinary. Disket.